So we're just heading now to Rhythm 93.7 FM in Port Harcourt, and we'll go and interview as well there at 2:30 p.m. Respecting no traffic, so it should be a smooth drive within the city of Port Harcourt.
And this ought to be the afternoon drive. Today is Tuesday, the 18th of August, 2026. I'm super excited here because in the studio is someone I will call my brother, even though we're meeting for the first time. And I'm really delighted because I'm seeing when I was sent his profile, I was amazed. He's basically simply known as George Okoroma. He's an Aberdeenshire or Aberdeen-based business analyst who has entered into a strategic partnership that is working as we speak with the Scottish Africa Business Association, which is SABA, to lead a senior delegation of West African energy professionals to Scotland in September 2026, which is next month. So he's here in the studio to tell us basically to share with us the opportunities and things that are available to those who are here in Nigeria who want to do business with professionals and businesses in Scotland, and also representing the Scottish side who want to do business with us here in Nigeria. Good afternoon. Glad to be joining us.
Hello, Zubi. Zubi's my guy. Hello, Zubi. Great to meet yourself, and also to find out that you're actually my brother.
Yeah, so we're brothers from the same place. And the great thing is there's good news coming from Monelga, from Momok, from that axis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're rich in oil and gas.
Oh, yes, indeed.
So when I saw this, I was like, he has taken it abroad.
Exactly.
And I'm happy that you're also on the management side. Tell us a bit about yourself.
You know, Zubi, yeah. I am a business analyst and I'm based in Aberdeen. And like you called out, born and brought up here in the city of Port Harcourt. But then, my roots also go all the way to Omok, which, I think at one point Omok used to be one of the largest producing communities, It
is, the LG is.
It is, right? Gas, yes. Yeah. So my stats are right, and I suppose naturally you've seen the oil and gas industry evolve over the years, and that is what has attracted me to the industry. So it's very interesting that I come from this region, and I'm also now based in Aberdeen, which is the energy capital of Europe, which is that's the capital of the energy capital of Europe.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here, making sure that we can enable this relationship between the North Sea operators in Scotland and also to, folk here in Nigeria too.
Okay.
But I tend to focus across West Africa. But I do know Port Harcourt, like River State, is the energy capital of West Africa.
I like that. So what opportunities are there for those who are prospecting and those who are already in the game here, so that they can link up because partnerships are very key and they're important. So what opportunities are there for?
All right. So Zubi, I'll tell you a story, right? Because it's always good to tell stories because it helps people remember. Now, over 50 years ago, and I'll take you back to Aberdeen 50 years ago, right? Okay. Aberdeen used to be a fishing town.
50 years ago?
Over 50 years ago, fishing town, right? They discovered oil. And as they discovered oil, they started to develop those assets, they built the talents, they built the technology, they built the institutions, right? Now, the North Sea Basin is mature. And because it's mature now, we're starting to see that North Sea operators are looking to invest and do more business outside of the North Sea because now they're looking for growth opportunities. Now, if I look at the Nigerian story too as well, over 50 years ago, you had the international oil companies coming into the region.
Sure.
And they were helping developing the assets. They brought the talents, they brought the technology, they also brought their capital, right?
Yes.
But now, Zubi, you're probably seeing the trend already. We're now at an inflection point, meaning that you've got indigenous local companies now leading the charge here in this region.
True.
But they need something. What do they need? They need the technology to optimize production.
True.
They also still need capital too as well to develop the assets.
Yes.
I think from a talent perspective, we're already very good with our talents in the sense that over the years, with the various government scholarships, We've sent people abroad to go train, gain the experience. And if you look across the board with, you know, the senior executives in this indigenous oil companies, you find that they've either had experience, you know, working in the North Sea or in some of the, you know, offshore facilities across the world. So they've built that capacity. Now we are seeing in the last 4 years there was $18.9 billion North Sea operators has invested in opportunities overseas. We want West Africa, we want Nigeria to get a slice of that action. There's one case study already we saw. 145 million pounds, you know, a North Sea operator, Serica PLC, Energy PLC, they produce about 10% of the gas in the North Sea. And recently, right, they put forward a proposal, 145 million pounds to acquire Ferrous Energy. Ferrous Energy operates in Egypt and in Vietnam. Now, we need more of these investments coming into this region. Because like you probably already saw the NUPRC licensing process. A very transparent process. You know, we've seen, if you look at the list of 37 oil companies that have gotten, the 31 oil companies that have got 37 oil blocks, you would see that people on the list are indigenous companies. You know, you wouldn't see the likes of Total or the likes on that list. You see indigenous companies now leading the charge, getting these oil blocks. They need to develop these assets. They need to unlock the assets, right? Because then by unlocking it, you create jobs. By unlocking it, you put people in employment. Kids go to school, you know. You also empower the economy because we are growing as a nation. And we need to make sure that we can, you know, meet those needs. So, you know, Zubi, the opportunity I see here is getting the Scottish technology, getting the Scottish capital and investing it into our region here, unlock those assets because it helps us grow as a nation.
So these are the opportunities that are there now.
I speak to you right now, I'm seeing it.
So it is right. So you have a program, a seminar, or a conference, so to speak, for 4 days.
For 4 days. So I suppose seeing all of this, right, there is the Scottish Africa Business Association, SABA. The Scottish Africa Business Association is a medium to have those conversations. Because Zubi, like you would know, right? If you send an email right now to maybe a company in the UK or maybe somewhere else across the world, it's a cold email. They don't know Zubi. They don't know, you know, who Zubi is, what's his capacity, you know, how do we validate, you know, Zubi. But then going through an uncle who says, here's my guy. I want to, here's my guys. The person will give you a second thought, like, okay, this guy's, you know, introduced me to you. Okay, let's see what we can do here. That's where the Scottish Africa Business Association comes in. Because together with the Scottish Africa Business Association, we are enabling the conversation. We are leading a delegation of senior energy executives to Aberdeen from the 1st to the 4th of September, and it's centered around conversations, right? Every conversation is purposeful. Every conversation, we are pre-qualifying them. Because then you're arriving. You know, people go to conferences these days and they're like, oh, hit or miss. I might not see a partner. I might run into someone. But with this delegation, right, you are coming in knowing fully well that we understand what your business is and now. Are you an energy servicing company? Or are you an energy company, indigenous energy company that's maybe gotten one of the licenses and you're keen to, you know, get partners from, you know, from foreign investors to come in and work with yourself? This is a delegation to join. Come over to Scotland. The Energy Export Conference is happening. North Sea operators are going to be there in the room. You know, it's a conference over the next 4 days, over the 4 days of the 1st to 4th of September. This conference is happening. We're going to be doing roundtables. We're going to be having conversations. There's going to be panel sessions. We're going to do a site visit. How can we unlock the assets in this region and drive investments into our country?
This is awesome. Do you have these people now, or you want them to come through?
We've got a few people who've already signed up, right? So Zubi, actually, why I'm here in Port Harcourt is I'm here because my dad is doing a book launch on Thursday, right? And I flew in specifically for that because my dad is currently the president of the FIDIC Africa, right? He's Engineer George Okoroma. Interesting, we've got the same name, right?
Does he play golf?
My dad plays golf. Have you met him on the golf course?
I met him.
Oh, have you?
At the Python golf.
Oh, he plays golf at Python. Yeah. So I suppose key thing is, right? I'm like, yo, I'm coming to my city, Port Harcourt. Let me go on the radio, tell my people about what I'm seeing, because then what we have been doing so far, right? We've been reaching out to companies, personally, and being like, right, okay, we know there's this company that we can't reach out to everybody, right, Zubi? Like, there's only so much we can do. But then we're going on the air. I'm here. I'm just going to go on the air, speak to my people and tell them, look, this is what's happening in Aberdeen.
Okay.
Reach out to George Okoroma on LinkedIn. Like, let's get you on the delegation.
Okay.
Because that's how you make it.
I'm telling you, you need that that link, that official link from. So if the Scottish people are ready and they've also formed this particular, it's like what you call the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's like that.
Exactly.
So if you're registered with the Chamber of Commerce, they know you, they can vouch for you, and of course the government knows them. The government also backs you.
Definitely.
The North Sea partners, are they also into refining, like refineries?
Yeah. We've got
the entire spectrum.
Yeah, it's the end-to-end, value chain, right?
Okay.
You've got people who are also like doing well intervention is now a big market right now. And what well intervention is all about is, you've got assets that have been producing, right? They have gotten to the stage of marginal fields, right?
Okay, marginal fields.
You've got to optimize the field to produce more oil from it.
Yeah.
You've got to deploy technology to find out, right, where is it leaking? Like, what's the challenge with this oil well?
Okay.
There are technologies that folk in Aberdeen have developed that they are using in the North Sea that can be deployed here, in this region. Now I tell you an example use case. Probably 3-4 months ago, a company had reached out to myself and said to me, "Yo, George, can you help me go reach out to one of the companies in Aberdeen?" And I went to them, get the conversations going, and then they were able to do a transaction worth just shy of $500,000, right? Okay. And they are deploying that technology now to help them with well intervention. And it's estimated that by 2030, the well intervention business should be north of about $36 billion. And what that means essentially is we've got to meet our target as a nation. We said to ourselves that we want to be producing 3 million barrels of oil per day. It's achievable, but how do we achieve it? We've got to deploy the technology. I said we've got the talent.
Yes, we do.
Nigerians are super talented.
I concur.
But what we need is the technology to enable the talent. It's like using AI these days, right? You combine AI with the talent. It's like you've got like a super person already doing the job.
Okay.
Deploy the talent, deploy the capital to help with unlocking these assets.
Talent, technology, capital. So how can you be reached, George Okoroma, officially?
Right. So LinkedIn. I only do LinkedIn because because LinkedIn is like the marketplace for entrepreneurs, business people, professionals too as well.
Okay.
So check me out on LinkedIn, George Okoroma. Connect with me on LinkedIn, and then we can have the conversations. You could also visit the website for the Scottish Africa Business Association. You could go Google it online, Scottish Africa Business Association, or you go on the website, is africascot.com. Right. Okay. And then just reach out to us. We've got so many people on my team, right? If you call up on them, send an email or send me a message on LinkedIn, more than happy to have a conversation, Zubi.
But lastly, before you run away, they were able to build theirs and they're benefiting from it. In fact, the whole UK and Europe, they're benefiting. What do we do to benefit from ours? See,
the thing I see that affects us in this region is I talk about the fact that we don't tell our stories a lot. Okay. If you go on the media, what do you see about Nigeria? Right? Go on the media, what do you see about Europe? What do you see about Aberdeen? You've got to tell your story, right, Zubi? You've got to tell people about what you're doing. Excite investors. If they're wanting to know more about our region, what are they seeing? Right? Hence why people like me in Aberdeen are making the case for Nigeria.
Okay.
We're making the case for West Africa. We're making the case for attracting these investments to this region. See, I was in a board meeting last month, right? I was speaking to a well intervention company, and then we're talking about the fact that they've just had a private equity investor invest in their company, and he said to me, right, a few years ago they were risk adverse to African region.
Okay.
They didn't want to invest in Africa, but you know what is in our favor right now?
What?
The war in the Middle East.
So we need to cash in on it now.
That's what is happening now. Look at Dangote refinery.
True.
Now he's selling jet fuel to Europe.
Yes.
You know why? There's a challenge in the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
So we've got to now leverage this opportunity. It's a sad thing as a war.
Yeah.
But right now is our opportunity to tell our story, attract the investors to come to this region, because that's how we unlock these assets. That's how we get the investments going.
I concur with you. Thank you very much, George Okoroma. So we must reach out to you on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, that's where I'm at. So LinkedIn, come to me on LinkedIn, George Okoroma.
Okay, and then they can now tag along and know how they can fly with you to Aberdeen.
Exactly. Okay. And I suppose if you want me to leave my email, I could also say george.okoroma@gmail.com.
Okay.
George.okoroma@gmail.com. So send me an email, reach out to me on LinkedIn. If I give my UK number, I don't know how many people are going to reach out to me because it's not accessible, right?
Thank you very much, and also send my warm regards to Popsy.
I will. I'll tell him Zubi is your guy.
When I called his name during the event, I had to, of course, not do Isiali now. I had to do Isiali for him, and then told him who I was. He yelled, he shouted, "I know you, I know your mom."
Right.
Because somehow we all seem to know each other.
Oh, nice.
Just our generation, we've not known each other as much but all our dads knew each other.
Yeah.
I've come to understand the Elas, the everybody, we all knew each other.
I agree. I definitely agree. So Zubi, I'm taking your contacts off the back of this. We'll keep the conversations going. I'm only here till Saturday, so I've not got an opportunity to go play golf. But I'm sure the next time we're going to play golf together. Or you can come to Aberdeen and we play golf at the home of golf. Aberdeen is the home of golf. I hope you know.
Scotland is. Even I think Portis has a golf course there. President Trump.
Yeah. Trump is golf. I've been to his golf course. I had a meal at his golf course. Amazing. Trump is. I know he's a controversial figure, but if you've been to the golf course,
he has high taste.
He's got high taste. Yes. Like, honestly, the golf course is super amazing. And I suppose some people are keen. Dad was speaking to me. It's like, oh, we should go play at St. Andrews. St. Andrews is quite, to get a session is quite something. Okay. But we can do Trump whenever you're in Aberdeen.
I concur. Thank you very much for coming through, George.
Definitely, Zubi.
And most success to everything you're chasing.
Thank you so much, Zubi. Thank you.
Okay, so stay tuned as the music takes charge on the afternoon drive. Cheers.